Hello, Miani. So today is my birthday. I'm now 30 years old. It's actually now 1:30 in the morning. I put on makeup because Lily refused to sleep and I don't know what to do. So I put on makeup to make myself happier. Turning 30 years old is usually a big deal. People often reflect on their achievements, their career, their relationships, and I had simply forgotten to do that because today kind of sneaked up on me because I had forgotten my own birthday. I hadn't realized that today was my birthday, or the next day is going to be my birthday, because I was so busy. Yesterday I had lots of things to do, and I was also busy learning how to be a mother. I only realized that it was my birthday. It's going to be my birthday when Lutfi mentioned that he couldn't get me flowers this year because a lot of florists are closed due to the lockdown. So I won't be getting any flowers this year. That's fine. The most beautiful flower is Lily for this year. So this is me sitting down and thinking about what turning 30 years old means to me. For me, the last year and a half kind of was very interesting, yet it is a tiring contradiction. It's an interesting yet tiring contradiction because time seems to fly by, and you get some moments where it feels like decades. Time kind of stretches and it seems like it will never end. You remember March last year when we were waiting by the TV or Twitter? For me it was Twitter. I was scrolling and anxious to know how many cases we have today and did anyone die. Those things kind of create anxieties that made time kind of stretches and it never ends. It was so tiring. In the last year, I went from mourning the loss of my firstborn, Sora, to delighting in the arrival of Lily at the end of the year. I went from being a lecturer to being jobless, and I had learned and discovered so many things about myself, my relationship with others, and how I look at the world. It was a time of reflection. So going forward, there are things that I want to do to achieve, and the first one is to be happier. I was a complete mess last year. I cried every other day. I don't know how Lutfi have the strength to handle me at that time. So I was pregnant with my hormones, and because of the situation last year, so I must have cried at least a lake, I think. So I want to be happy. I don't want to cry every other day. To look at things with brighter eyes and have faith that things will be fine, things will be okay, and I will be fine. To again find happiness in the smallest things. Second thing that I want to do is to be kinder. So for those of you who do not know, Lutfi, my husband, is a saint. When I look back and reflect on our time together, how he handled me with such delicate kindness, it just brings waves of shame to me because I do not do that to myself. I berate, I belittle, and I distrust myself. So I want to emulate his kindness. I want to learn how to control my emotions so that they could not control me, so that I can be kinder and I may be happier. When I am kind to myself, I pass on that kindness and love to Lily. More than anything, I want her to be a kind person. I do not want her primary aim for in our parenting to raise someone who can memorize Sife Nam, but most of all to be kind to other people and to herself, and that must start with me. Third one is to be teachable and to actively seek new knowledge. We always say that knowledge is important. The thing is, we always emphasize that on younger children and to university students. We do not apply that to ourselves. We stop learning. We refuse to be teachable. We throw the phrase aku makan lagi banyak garam around like it's a zikir. As a result, we are stuck in the same spot, unable to move forward, unable to widen our horizon. The only thing that we widen is the gap with the younger generation. We lose their respect and trust because we refuse to listen and to understand. We think that we are better. Who was the first to think that they are better? So as much as possible, I want to learn and anything and everything. So that's 3 wishes for my 30th birthday. See you again on my 40th birthday. Thank you all for watching, and thank you so much for your support. I've only started this, I think, around last month, and I am so overwhelmed by the support that I received from all of you, from my friends and my family, and most of all from Luffy. Thank you so much for your support. And for those of you who want to send me gifts, please text me or DM me anywhere that you know on Instagram so that I can give you my address. Send me food.
Okay dah, tu je. Bye bye.